and I raise it to a 60.
Well, I have no more money to bet with. But I do have this. This is worth more than its weight in gold. The Bell of Kanaka.
He says it's too rich for his blood. He folds. I'll call. All in. Now it's too rich for my blood. I fold.
You know, it's the first time I've seen two hands come out of one sleeve. Well, they say bite the hand for two in the bush. Well, we seem to be all out of bushes. But I do have a full house in this hand, and something in the other.
Well, I've got 2 pairs.
Well, I've had a wonderful night. And this was it.
You misunderstood. I have 2 black 9s and 2 red 9s.
Well, you know what they say, boss. 4 of a kind means a full house.
Well, they say it wasn't in the car. All right, on out. We all about it and never talk in my towels again.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'll be sure to take care of this until I can return to New York, because this belongs in a museum.
Well, 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 Nebraska Smith.
Dr. Razor.
It seems you finally acquired the Bell of Kanaka. Excellent work. Done by the cards, I see. Yes. It seems that every time we meet, no matter how far you go, I am always able to come, just a step behind, and stop you, to get it for myself, to be able to sell it to the highest bidder, and... Excuse me, that's fine. Thank you, thank you. As I was saying, no matter what country you go to, no matter what continent you might escape, I am always there, a step behind. And just beat that. Thank you. And where was I? Country, yeah. So, hey, no matter what continent you ran away from, you might escape. No, hey, there's very little money left to start with. As I was saying, Hey, no! That thing could go off! Be careful with that! Give it! Ah! Why you like...
Locke, while I enjoyed this trip, I surely enjoyed this free trip to Barbados, I'm curious to know why you asked me here.
Well, I've heard in my circles that Dr. Nebraska Smith is the first name you call when you want to acquire an artifact of historical significance. Please be seated.
Well, that depends on the article I'm to acquire and the budget I've given to the expedition.
Well, money is no object. As to the articles, let me ask you a question. Sir, are you familiar with the name Edward Teach?
Any student of history would recognize that infamous name, the name of the pirate Blackbeard.
Whatever, Dr. Smith. Captain of the Queen Anne's Revenge, terror of the West Indies, the Caribbean, and possibly the most famous pirate of them all. Now, I've been fascinated with Teach's life ever since I was a little boy. Now, some time ago, I acquired a piece of parchment that belonged to Blackbeard's first mate. You see, the story goes that after the Queen Anne's Revenge ran aground near Beaufort, North Carolina, the first mate ran off with the ship's helm, the steering wheel, if you will, of a seafaring vessel.
Why did he run away with the helm? Oftentimes, the artifacts I uncover contain a horrible curse or a mystical power or a mysterious influence.
Nothing like that, Dr. Smithy. Minner merely thought it would be valuable one day, and right he was. Because now, 300 years later, its value is inestimable.
So what about the parchment?
Aye, the parchment. I believe the parchment I have is not complete. I believe it is only half of the original parchment. I'm handing it to you now. You'll notice that on this piece, there is a clue written, but it doesn't point to a specific location. I believe that the other half of this parchment has one or more clues written upon it, which when combined with this one, will pinpoint the location.
Okay, the parchment says, a man no one knows may be referred to as God. But down in Jamaica, this name they would try.
Well, it's a very simple riddle. Obviously, in Jamaica, that would be known as Imam. But why two different words for an unnamed man?
Well, I suppose that's what you want me to find out.
Yes. And I know someone who can help you. A colleague of mine from the Smedes Ferry Museum of Piracy has been helping me to locate such a piece of parchment. His name is TJ.
Well, 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 Nebraska Smith.
Dr. Razor.
Once more, it seems that we're on the trail of the same treasure. So let's do this the easy way, and you just hand over the parchment.
Why are you doing this?
I'll tell you why. I wasn't always like this, Mr. Locke. There was a time that I had an honest job, and a beautiful girl, and a 5 o'clock world. Up every morning just to keep a job, I gotta find my way through the hustle and mob. Sounds of the city pounding in my brain while another day goes down the drain. But it's a 5 o'clock world when the whistle blows. No one owns a piece of my time. And there's a 5 o'clock being inside my clothes, thinking that the world looks fine. Yeah. Right a day, yeah. Waiting my time for the pay I get, living on money that I ain't made yet. But I gotta keep going, gotta make my way, so I live for the end of the day. 'Cause it's the 5 o'clock world and the whistle blows. No one owns a piece of my time. And there's a long-haired girl who waits, I know, to ease my troubled mind. La-di-day, yeah. In the shelter of her arms, everything's okay. She talks and the world goes slipping away. So I know the reason I can still go on. to business. I have. I need this.
Well, that's good, because I'm looking to find out about the pirate ship's Helm.
Oh, you must be Nebraska Smith. Mr. Locke said you'd be coming. I can show you all my notes on the Queen Anne's Revenge Helm mystery. And while we're going, we can look at some of our other exhibits. This museum covers all forms of piracy. In this case, copyright infringement.
How many kinds of piracy are there?
Well, nailing down a number from legal definitions can be hard, but we have displays on all the major forms, and we're always willing to expand.
It must be hard to do anything nowadays without breaching copyright infringement.
You know, it can be, but there are a lot of older stories, books, and songs even, that are no longer covered by a copyright. They're in what's called public domain, and can be used without fear of legal repercussions. Music-wise, up until 2017, Happy Birthday was not in public domain, making essentially most of the English-speaking Western world into pirates in the privacy of their own homes. Many songs from past centuries are in public domain.
How about songs from the Civil War?
Sure, like this one. Hit it, Kevin.
Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah,
find that one interesting.
Oh, the history's been interesting. What about Blackbeard's Helm?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm glad to say that I've almost certainly discovered the exact location of the second half of the parchment.
That's fantastic. Wait, why haven't you gone and acquired it?
Oh, I've wanted to, believe me. However, I think I'm being watched. Once I discovered the location, I began to get threatening phone calls warning me to give up the parchment. Then I got threatening emails. Then I even got a few threats from the fax machine.
Is nothing sacred?
I know, right? I'm not sure what's next.
Excuse me, are you Mr. TJ?
I'm TJ. What can I do you for?
Well, I'm from the Acme Singing Telegram Company. This message is for you. You've ignored us, it's true. If you don't give us the parchment, then we'll just kill you. 5 cents, please. Thank you.
That was a threatening singing telegram.
Don't worry, TJ. We're in this together now.
Aha! 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 Well, Nebraska Smith!
Dr. Razor.
And Mr. Tom Jones, just the piracy expert I was hoping to kidnap.
It was you! You're the one behind all the threatening messages.
Yes, and since you've been so negligent in replying to your correspondence, I'm forced to take direct action.
Let him go, Occam.
Well, Doctor, I didn't know we were on a first-name basis.
If you don't let him go and drop that gun, you'll be on the first-name basis with the penal system.
I think I'll be the one calling the shots, seeing as I'm the one with my gun drawn.
You might have your gun, but I'm always ready with my whip.
Another telegram from the Acme Singing Telegram Company. like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all of your Christmases be my apologies. I think I mixed up my addresses. That song was for my next appointment. You don't need to pay me. I'm supposed to go back to that. Well, back to business. Aha! Oh, God.
Here we are, Nebraska. My research shows that Blackbeard's first mate had a family, and his ancestors started a tavern in this location. With any luck, the parchment was preserved as a family heirloom or a curiosity.
Do people keep things like that in taverns?
It's not unusual.
Hey, you with the hat. Not you two. Yeah, you. Can't you read?
Oh, Nebraska. It says, please check your weapons at the door, in French.
Oh, I see.
Alright, good. Well, both just in time to join the fun.
Fun?
You didn't see that sign on the door?
Well, that one was in French, too.
Tourists. You've come on a very special day. It's our last business day. This tavern has been open since 1790, and today we're closing. In fact, you're just in time to participate in our talent show. Winners receive one of many fabulous prizes, including some of our tavern's decor.
Look, TJ, there on the counter. It looks like the other half of the parchment. That's it. If we can win this talent show, maybe we can get it as a prize.
Hey!
Hey, bartender, sign us up.
You sign there.
Well, 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 Nebraska Smith! Is there a problem, bartender?
Usually. Now that that's settled, get on to our talent show. But first, we're going to need some judges for this talent. So, let's see, who can we get? You, ma'am, would you mind helping us out? Don't worry, this won't be difficult, I can assure you. Just meet me at the side of the stage. Or at the door to the bar. You, sir, would you like to help us out? And you, sir, you look like a strong gentleman. Mind just taking one of many seats here behind the bar. So you'll be our judges. We'll have a couple acts come out here and perform. Got cards numbered 1 through 10. Just give us your honest opinion on Jack. Simple enough, right? All right.
Dr. Racer, if we work together, we have a better chance of winning the parchment.
But I don't have a talent to put in.
All right, now our first talent of the night is Dr. Nebraska Smith's Juggling Extravaganza. see your scores here. All right, yep. We've got an 8, a 7, and a 9. All right. Up next is me. However, I don't see my show partner here, so we'll have to move on to the next.
Bartender, I'd be glad to help you out for a share of the winnings.
Oh, great. Well, then we'll just move ahead to the next count, and we'll come back to us. Well, I fill you in. Up next is Captain John and Quartermaster Joe, with everybody's favorite game. It's time for the Passamolage word game. Today, Joe is playing for an extra drink from the canteen. Now, Captain, you have to get Joe to say this word. Cover your ears, Joe. Ground. Ground.
You're familiar with the phrase, you're in the clouds, your feet on the airplane.
Feet on the air.
Oh, it's not even close work. Let's say you want 8 hamburgers for dinner. You go to the butcher. You ask him for some beef,
Fresh beef. Ask him for fresh beef.
not fresh.
80-20 beef.
That's disgusting.
USDA grade A Angus
It's not just wrong to get that beef.
beef. That's what's for dinner.
Listen to my words. Let's focus. You trip and you fall. You're falling toward
He
the...
falls towards the front.
Listen, what's beneath you, man?
Well, not much is beneath me. I'm a pirate.
Well, can you guys hurry up here a bit?
Sort of got it. You remember last week I had you steer the ship? Now tell the nice people what happened.
Oh, well. I ran it aground. Ah!
Gotta open it up first there.
No? All right, and judges, what was your verdict on?
Thoroughly.
1, 6, and a 6. Oh, that's true. That's very true.
Utterly appalling.
And finally, the last act of the show, yours truly and Dr. Occam Razor.
My little buttercup has the sweetest smiles. Dear little buttercup, won't you stay a while? Come with me where moonbeams paint the sky, and you and I might linger in the sweet by and by. Oh, dear little buttercup, with your eyes so blue. Oh, little buttercup, little buttercup, won't you stay a while? You and I will settle down in a cottage built for two. Deep little buttercup, sweet little buttercup, my little buttercup, I love you. The judges here a chance to tally their final scores. We'd like to interrupt this broadcast for a second. We hope you've been enjoying our skit. But now we need you to go get mom, dad, your kids, your pets, whoever, and bring them here. We have something very important to talk to them about. We here at PBS, the Pirate Broadcasting Service, are only able to continue broadcasting thanks to contributions from people like you. So call now. Operators are standing by. Or sitting. And when you call today, we have this fabulous gift for you. This great little coin purse. It's just got 2 pockets, plenty of room for everything you need to carry. So call and help piracy to continue today. Our number is 1-800-ARR. That's 1-800-ARRRRGH. Thank you for that lovely word from our sponsor. Now, judges, have you decided on who has taken first place in this competition?
I thought the scores
Well, it looks like our winner then is myself and Dr. Ackerman. So, please come up and claim the prize.
I was going to tell them to get second place. Third place.
I figured we could collect this week. Come on.
Well, I lost.
There's some decent members. Looks like that means second place, of course, went to Dr. Nebraska Smith. Yep, those are up for. And finally, of course, third place goes to the Pirate Club. Better luck next time. Each get a prize. Trying to clear out everything here for closing the shop. I need to dismiss you. Thank you for helping us out. Thank you.
We finally have both pieces of the parchment. Now we can finally solve the whole riddle.
Are we going to talk about how great our teamwork was first?
Yeah, look, we won. That was some great teamwork.
Once again, congratulations to all our contestants. But now, we have to close down for the final time. Everyone, please remember to take your weapons on the way out. And remember, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Now we finally have both pieces of the parchment.
Right.
Now we can finally solve the whole riddle.
Why don't we go stand over there?
Okay. Now we find 1, 2. Now we can finally solve the whole riddle.
Well, don't just stand there, read it all.
The second part of the riddle says, I'm a show, I'm a state, and I'm okay.
A show and a state?
And it's okay?
What does that have to do with the first riddle?
A show and a state, and it's okay. I've got it. Oklahoma. That's a state and a show, and the abbreviation is okay.
I think he's got it. But what about the first riddle? Something about a guy, mom, like...
Doctor, you've done it. The first riddle was actually 2 ways of saying guy. Guy and mom.
I don't understand.
Well, TJ, what is the only state in the United States that has a town named Guymon?
Oklahoma!
Exactly. There might be 67 places in the United States called Springfield, but there's only one Guymon.
Wow. Let me see. Look. That's I think that was too well, thank you, Dr. Smith.
Dr. Razor, I thought we were working together.
You certainly did. You fell for the old bad guy pretends to cooperate with the principal character game. Yep. But now I'm off to the only Guymon in the United States to claim my prize, the Helm of the Queen Anne's Revenge.
You'll never get away with this, Doctor. We'll follow you to the end of the panhandle.
Yes, I know, Mr. Jones, but I won't be leaving you that option. Both of you, back in the bar. Let's go. Come on, quickly. I've got all day. Long way to the Midwest. Come on. Here. Tie yourself to the chair. This bar is part of the old boardwalk here, and is actually built directly over 100 feet of seawater. When I leave and detonate the conveniently placed explosive charges on the boardwalk's pillars, you will both see a lot more water before you can say, "What's new, pussycat?"
Whoa. Wait, hold on.
No, Mr. Tom Jones, it is you who should hold on, for you'll never fall in love again. But it seems you're a bit tied up.
No, he's working on
Bye, boys.
Well, Nebraska, looks like our ship has...
I keep an edge on my ready whip. Can sharpen for just such situations.
Dr. Fraser's locked us in.
Don't worry, I have 2 other cans of Ready Whip. And everyone knows aerosol cans are held under high pressure, which can be violently discharged when pierced by a foreign object. We simply have to put the cans near the bottom of the hinge of the door and shoot it. The explosion should dislodge the hinge and the door will swing free.
Will that actually work?
Well, the door is 200 years old. Give it a try.
Well. Nebraska Smith.
Dr. Razor, why are you standing there? Or kneeling?
Well, once I arrived in Gaimon, I asked around town to see where one might find a mysterious treasure. Everyone I met pointed out a cave a few miles outside of town with strange noises and lights coming out of it every night. When I asked why no one had investigated, everyone just told me it wasn't their job to explore caves. Then when I asked whose job it was to explain caves, no one seemed to know. They just muttered something about a spelunkers union, and they didn't want to talk about it.
Well, that still doesn't tell us why you're standing here.
I had some trouble getting past him. Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm Nebraska Smith.
Nebraska? What kind of name is Nebraska? Nebraska, flat state, cornfields everywhere. Couldn't your parents name you after a more interesting state? Like maybe Montana? Yeah, Nebraska, you're always just looking at the horizon. At least Montana, you get to look up once in a while, look at the mountains. Nebraska. You know, I think I had a dog one time named Nebraska. So, why are you here?
Well, we're here to get the pirate ship's Helm.
Blackbeard's Helm?
Yeah.
You're here for that?
It's revenge.
For that worthless piece of wood? Probably termite infested and rotted? That's what you're here for? You're not here for a nice gold chest? Or you're not here for a goblet that has magical powers? You're here for Blackbeard's Helm.
Well, yeah.
You know, I'm almost willing to just give it to you, but where's the fun in that? All right, so it is hidden back in the cave. There are 3 paths. One path, there are pressure plates on the floor of the cave. And you trample one of those pressure plates, and a big chasm opens, and it's full of Egyptian asps and cobras.
Oh, anything but snakes!
Oh, and my pet, Python, Reggie. Or is he a boa constrictor? I get those two confused all the time. Anyway, he wouldn't hurt a flea, but he'll love you to death. Second path. Looks the same as the first going in, but there are these beams of light coming through. And you can't avoid the beams of light because they're everywhere. And you break one of those beams, and all of a sudden, thousands of poisonous darts will come out and pierce your body, and you will be gone. So, you want to know what the third path is?
Sure.
The third path's real easy, you just walk right through. I mean, I had to have a path that I can walk back and forth. You know, I'm getting old and a little senile, I can't remember which path to switch, so. So, anyway, choose wisely.
I suggest you don't choose the one with the snakes.
You sure you still want to go? You have a 2 out of 3 chance of dying.
We've come this far, TJ. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Be my guest.
We did it! We did it!
Well, I see that you chose wisely. Oh, by the way, all the paths are exactly the same. There are no booby traps. It's time to reset them every time somebody wanders into the cave. And he's not really dead. He's faking it so he can steal the helm from you. So come on, Dr. Razor. Looks like you could use one.
That's kind of hot on kettle black, isn't it?
Oh, this? Eh. A friend of mine, ZZ, gave this to me.
Well, foil again. I can't believe with all of my effort, I haven't once been able to stop you, Nebraska Smith.
Well, Dr. R, crime doesn't pay.
Have you ever considered doing something else?
Well, my fiance always told me she'd like to have a farm, but there wasn't any place for a farm back where I lived. However, looking around here in Oklahoma, there seems to be a lot of room for such things.
Sounds like you've got yourself a plan already.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, you two can take that Helm back to the museum or whatever. I'm not going to need that anymore. As for me, I guess I'm going to stay right here and start new. And start anew with some friends. In Oklahoma.
They couldn't pick a better time to start in life.
It ain't too early and it ain't too late.
Started as a farmer with a brand new wife.
Soon be living in a brand new state.
Brand new state, gonna treat you great. Gonna give you barley, carrots, and potatoes.
Pasture for the cattle, spinach and tomatoes.
Flowers on the prairie, the June blows. Plenty of beer and plenty of brew.
Plenty of room to swing the road.
Plenty of heart and plenty of hope.
Oh, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains, and the waving wings can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, every night my honey lemon I will sit alone and talk and watch our heart making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, no, we're only singing, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
It sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Every night my honey lemon and watch your heart making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, yo ho, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say,
Good night, and thank you for coming.